Welcome, beautiful yogis. This is Restorative Yoga, and tonight we'll relax our body, mind, and enter the prayer field. Our opening pose is Supta Baddha Konasana, also known as the open book pose. So go ahead and situate your props, 2 blocks supporting your bolster, 2 blankies which are going to support your leggies as you lie back, snuggling your sacrum into the end of the bolster. Remember that cobbler's pose is optional. You can also just let your legs slide out straight and let your arms relax alongside, and have that sense of your body and your mind and your breath, all of it coming together as we open to this here and now moment together. Feeling the rising and the falling of your breath, this lovely thread that connects us to all that is. And somehow is always here with us, so immediate, and such an immediate place to rest attention as the body finds its way into this opening shape. The intention of our practice to stretch open the body in this very relaxing way. And it isn't even stretching open the body, it is far more relaxing the body. So nothing needs to feel too much, intense or hurtful. The intention is to support the body. The prayer field, we enter together this sacred space because we're here by agreement to share this time to breathe together and to bring our minds as one into the holiness of life. The amazing truth of being alive, living in a body. Some days exhilarating and wonderful, and other days really quite challenging. And how that all fluctuates moment by moment. How we might be surprised by a new little ache or pain, or a little accident, or a big diagnosis, all these unexpected events that occur in our lives. But we come into this now moment in an acceptance of all of that and rest in our breath. And we know, you have experienced many times how the breath can calm and center your busy mind, reset the nervous system into the relaxed place, which is really the only place where we can become whole again. And so if we're uptight and charged in sympathetic mode, ready for action, healing can't really happen on a deep level. So in this open book pose where we rest now, follow and shape the breath into the long, slow breaths. I bring a little reflection for the days, and probably we've all experienced this at some time or another, the days when we really don't like our body and we struggle with it. These lovely words are written by Donna Ashworth. So breathe, relax, and receive. The days when you cannot bear to exist within your own body are the days you must really sit there and feel the vessel you live in. Consider its structure, the layers, the insides, the many miraculous functions it carries out in every moment. And if it lives with disability, consider the pressure that brings to each and every sinew. And if it is fighting illness, imagine that war within you. Stare at your body, absorb it, touch it. Let the feelings of shame and disgust engulf you, and then send them away to the universe to dispose of. You are not your body. You are a guest in your body, and you are currently rejecting it daily and hourly. And this rejection creates dysfunction and estrangement. It is little wonder you feel uncomfortable within your own skin. You are. You, my friend, did not ruin your body or let yourself go. You are merely living, and life takes its toll as it absolutely must. The days when you cannot bear to exist within your body are the days when your body needs you so very much. To check in, to accept, to apologize, to connect, to befriend. Be grateful, as every guest should be. Be tidy, be respectful, be clean. But most of all, be good company. You're not here for long. We are going to be in this pose a little bit longer. Feeling, allowing, receiving. And anything that might have rang true for you in those words of those difficult days when the body is a pain and a struggle. How can you be with it? And return to your breath, that soothing balm, the most immediate medicine to calm and to heal. The inhalations begin low in the belly and rise. Rise to fullness, the upward flow. And then when you are ready, after that little list of pauses, breathe out and feel the downward flow, the feeling of your breath emptying from the top, the middle, down to the relaxing belly. And there might be a little pause there as well, resting in the empty place, but not too long. Let it in again. Know that we're doing this together. We here are breathing with you. You are breathing with us, all of us here in our prayer field. And if it feels lovely, amplify your pauses. You might even make your way, segueing very naturally and easily into the square breath. Where your pauses, your inhale and your exhale are all the same length. Let it be easy, let your focus be relaxed. This is not a difficult task. This is a simple practice of ease. Let's be in this pose for 2 more cycles of the square breath. As you arrive at the completion, let go the pattern. Allow your body to breathe you. Let go the shaping and the controlling and drop back into the natural breath with curiosity, with ease. So now we'll gently change shape. Bring your knees together. Roll gently over onto one side. And you know where we're going. We're going into the revolved child's pose. Make it comfy with a little platform blanket and a supportive blanket for your legs. We start on the left butt cheek. Sitting down on your left bum. As you have one hand on each side of your bolster, elevate your heart and lift up. And then with that length, we can reach forward, right down the middle. Softly place your head on your left ear. And arrive in this new place. This new place, this new shape in the body. And our prayer field is also going to shift. We're going now to the beautiful prayer field of Thich Nhat Hanh. And before I play that beautiful song, by the monks, the chanting monks at Plum Village. I just want to share this with you. Being sick is teaching me. Anytime I am mindful, I can learn and gain new insights. Sickness is a good teacher. And this is what Tay says on the subject of resting and healing. He says, calming allows us to rest. And resting is a precondition for healing. When animals in the forest get wounded, they find a place to lie down and they rest completely for many days. And they don't think about food or anything else, they just rest and they get the healing they need. And when we humans get sick, we just worry. We look for doctors and medicines and we don't stop. But even when we go to the beach or the mountains for a vacation, we don't rest and we come back even more tired than before. We have to learn to rest. And so, let's rest. Resting in your breath.
Mưa rơi mà nhẹ nhẹ bên trời. Mưa rơi mà nhẹ nhẹ bên trời. Lắng nghe thổn thức. Đầy vơi mà nỗi lòng. Ngủ đi nỗi kết mong lung.
You are listening to the voice of Sister Chan Khan, who worked with Thich Nhat Hanh, and this chant is called Putting the Little Pain to Sleep.
Mấy từng mà vào ra. Sớm khuya gieo hạt mà từ hoàm. Mai này mà lòng đất nở hoa cho đời. Mưa rơi nhẹ
The lovely CD that this comes from is called The Drops of Emptiness.
Mãi từng vào xa sớm khuya réo hát từ hoa mai này lòng đất nở hoa mà cho đời
So beautiful, yogis. Let's gently turn around. Let's take second side of our revolved child's pose. You know what to do. Just roll, come on over to your right buttock. Get your prop for your leggies on the second side. Your legs are going to be on the left side as we sit on the right butt cheek. Same action, just revolve towards and gently lie your head down so tenderly. A moment ago we put the little pain to sleep with a sweet, sweet, heartfelt chant. We didn't understand a word, but that was the message. And so now, as you rest again on the second side, we hear again from the monks at Plum Village, and they're going to sing in English. You might be able to hear some of that.
Incense perfumes the atmosphere, a lotus blooms and the Buddha appears. The world of suffering and discrimination is filled with the light of the rising sun. As the dust of fear and anxiety settles, with open heart, one point in mind, I turn to the three jewels, the fully enlightened one, beautifully seated, peaceful and smiling, a living source of understanding and compassion. To the Buddha I go for refuge. The path of mindful living, leading to healing, joy and enlightenment, the way of peace to the Dharma. I go for refuge. The loving and supportive community of practice, realizing harmony, awareness and liberation. To the Sangha I go for refuge. suffering, to cultivate compassion and loving kindness, to practice joy and equanimity. I vow to offer joy to one person in the morning, to help relieve the grief of one person in the afternoon, living simply and sanely with few possessions, keeping my body healthy. I vow to let go of all worries and anxiety in order to be light and free. I am aware that I owe so much to my parents, teachers, friends, and all beings. I vow to be worthy of their trust, to practice wholeheartedly, so that understanding and compassion will flower, helping living beings be free from their suffering. May the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha support my effort.
The three jewels. Lovely, lovely yogis. Let's move on to our next pose, which is going to be child's pose or crocodile pose. So pick the pose that you like. You know what to do. Both are symmetrical poses. Get comfy. Get yourself situated so that we can now rest along the midline, having rotated in both directions. And we go to a different tradition now. The prayer field in this next pose takes us to the Aramaic language. And you may remember we've listened to this before. It's the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. So get comfy, settle in, and rest in your breath and receive.
Yeah. Buchlan Chaubin Wachdahin I cannot afghanan Shwokon Lechayabin Wela Tachlan Lenesyuna Patsan min bisha Wela takhlan lanesyuna Ila patsan min bisha Metol dilachi malkuta وخيل وتشبختا لعلام آمين آمين لعلام آمين آمين
So beautiful, yogis. Even though we cannot understand the words, they have a powerful vibration, and I hope you can feel that as you rest. We complete this pose now. So gently make your way up. And let's take seated forward bend. So let's first get our props set up. We're going to sit on a blankie and create a place to rest forward. I think you know how to do this too. 2 blocks and our bolster to create a little table. As we now stretch our legs out or have them crossed. And this one is so great for hips and spine. So stretch forward, rest your brow. And our next prayer field song is maybe a familiar one to you, but it comes with a different slant, of course. It is Kyria eleison. So sit and breathe and receive.
Re
Beautiful yogis. You've probably heard Kyrie eleison in a Catholic church, but unlikely with a sitar and a drone. So I hope that was relaxing for you. Let's now come on up from this shape. And let's sit a moment. This is such a lovely place to just sit and practice a little pranayama. And so we're in an upright seat. And we're sitting with a long spine for prana to flow. And we'll do the alternate nostril breathing. So your right hand thumb closes off your right nostril. We'll inhale through the left. Please close up your left and pause a moment. And then exhale through the right. The right side, inhalation. Closing it up at the top, little holding moment. And then we'll exhale through the left. The left stays open for inhalation. Lovely easy breath and easy pause now. To now exhale through your right. So slow and easy, the right side inhales. When you're full, lightly close the little hovering moment, that stillness. Stillness can happen, and then exhale through your left. And so once you know the pattern, same side in, little pause, other side out, continuing on your own, you can really begin to feel and tend the potency of those moments when there is no breath, and how everything becomes really quiet. Silence, stillness, so part of the prayer field. When you reach the top of the inhale again, pause a moment here. Then rest your hand down and exhale through both nostrils. And sit a moment in your natural breath. Attention to the feeling of the breath through your nostrils. And how internal stillness can become really loud. Beautiful, everyone. Try to keep that stillness as we now come into our next shape, which is elevated legs. Now you can put your legs over your tabletop, or you can go to the wall and do it that way, setting yourself in the most comfortable way and then settling in. And so it's always a lovely place to come to after we have been reaching forward. The back loves this sequence. And this time we are coming back to the Sanskrit language and this beautiful mantra called Tvameva. So this morning I woke up way too early, not time to get up, and I put my headphones on, and this mantra was the soothing, healing mantra, and I thought of you and I thought, gosh, this is really lovely to relax to breathe to. The lovely voice of Deva Premal.
Tvameva matar, pita tvameva, tvameva bandhuscha, sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva.
If I were to translate it, O divine source of life, I acknowledge that you alone are my mother and my father. You are my friend and my loving companion.
Tvameva matar, pita tvameva, tvameva bandhuscha, sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarva mama deva deva.
The second verse slightly different meaning. You are my wisdom and my wealth. O Supreme, I acknowledge that you are everything there is, and you are everything to me.
Tvameva Matat, Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha, Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva.
Listening to this mantra as you rest and breathe, which is in essence a meditation. It is said this mantra can help you in many ways, and the first benefit is it removes loneliness. It soothes the overwhelming feeling of loneliness or helplessness that we can sometimes feel. It also builds our empathy and acceptance towards our own pain and suffering. It detaches us from patterns of grief and abandonment and fear. It helps us find purpose and self-acceptance and self-love. So many gifts by lying here and listening and receiving this mantra.
Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva.
So beautiful, yogis. We're going to stay with this beautiful mantra even as we now hug the knees in, completing the elevated legs position. Rock a little, soothe your sacrum, and we'll set up our props for the next pose, which is the elevated hips pose, or supported bridge. So the blocks go to the bottom of the mat, and the blankie goes to the top above the mat, ready for the final pose, but we won't use it now in bridge pose. So coming onto your back, pull the bolster underneath your hips so that your sacrum rests on it. And then you can let your legs slide out over the blocks And he gives a lovely, good old stretch on his body. Oh, upper back so relaxed. Heart space so spacious. Your tummy, your thighs, your calves. Everything now is being held in an effortless opening of the body as we rest in our breath, cultivating that sense of presence. We're already in presence. Resting in the breath is presence. So many languages and so many words for the name of God. Presence. That's it. So resting here in your holy breath, in presence.
Tvameva matar, Pita Tvameva, Tvameva bandhuscha, Sakha Tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva. Tvameva sarva mama deva deva. matar, Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha, Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva.
So beautiful, yogis. Let's gently segue into our final shape. Push the bolster down until it's under your knees and your back rests on the mat. Bring your pillow blanket under your head and maybe your eye pillow over your face, so that you are now in this really neutral and beautifully supported, relaxed position we call Shavasana, corpse pose. Receive it, allow it. Sense your body, where presence lives. Can you love, accept this body, this vehicle for your journey? This extraordinary body, this body that is so like the world around us in so many ways. Our body has rivers. Our body has deltas. It has trees and spirals. It has galaxies. These are the repeating patterns in our own body, within and around us. They repeat at every scale. Your body is a whole water system. It's really comforting to find ourselves living in one or many of these systems that make up our universe. And here we are in this simple place of rest and breath, in the prayer field, allowing the healing that can happen when we are in this beautiful state of presence. I invite you to feel your breath in and around your heart. Letting your breath awareness amplify, and the strength of your breath also amplify. Sensing this calmness, this well-being, this centeredness, peace, loving awareness, love, gratitude, all these beautiful qualities. The Buddhists call them the heavenly abodes. And we're here, the heavenly abode, resting, breathing at the heart. And we're so connected, the inner, the outer. We are connected to one another, whether we are physically present or not. We are deeply connected. And so in gratitude of our deep connection, let's radiate out from our heart. Let's radiate to those we love, those in our immediate world. Sending them the loving wishes, the kindness, in whatever language feels right to you, or even simply the exhale, carrying the unspoken energy. Allow more in your world to show up, your immediate, widening your circle. Whoever shows up, send it out. The human realm, the animal realm, the world of nature. We are all connected, and we are sending our good wishes, our loving kindness, our gratitude. So this final part of our practice today, radiating out to all beings everywhere, whether they are in the body now currently or have already completed the journey in that particular body that we know, remember, love. Please send your good wishes to one another, our practice here, all of us. And in this receiving and giving, we complete our practice, bringing your body back into a little bit of movement. Your toes, your fingers. You might stretch your arms, your legs. You might tuck into a little tiny shape, roll onto your side. And then from here, we complete our practice in a seated position. So grateful to practice with you. May you be well, and namaste.